Okay, I'm back. I just ate and I'm going to continue because uh, I think you may want to know all the story. But okay, so I am I'm going to go back to where I was. Na the When I went with uh, Melin to the lake, and then I swam, and I swam very good because I wanted to show that one time Merlin said to me that some people, that swimmers have went and, and swim in the lake and they got the cold water, and that happened to me before when I smoked the weed with the Spanish girl who was working, uh, and I smoked, and then I went in the lake because well, the selfish girl and the good girl were there too, and the selfish was okay. I'm so happy because I'm with my friends, and I told her I have smoke right now. I smoke weed, and she was hugging us, right? And then when I told I smoke some weed right now, she stopped hugging me and like being like she didn't like that. So then they two decided to get inside the lake, and I told this that I don't have a bathing suit, and one told me the good girl with the long hair was with his her uh, with her she just took she was in front of the lake with her brow and her panty, and she told I did that, you can do it too. So I did it. I took my throat and I just used my panty and my bra like a swim, and I entered, and I felt the water very cold, so cold that I just want to go out, and then I think time again next Marlene told me that without I telling him what happened, he told me that some swimmers swim in the lake and feel that it's really cold, and that was what happened to me. So when I went with him, I swam a little bit, just a little bit, uh, just to so that he could know that I can swim, and I really, I maybe he maybe it's not me who wanted to show him. Maybe he was showing me, because he's really got really knowledge a lot, and his heart is like a child. And then we went to his friend door that was near the lake house, and he was with her instruments to making a tambor of wood, and he was telling me, you can go inside and look all my tambores I have made. I think they were like 10. They were different. Everyone is a different version. And but before, when I entered, I saw a pot ro- with rolled up and smoked a little bit. And in my inside, I want to, but I didn't, and I started and saw all the the tambores. Then I got outside and I said to him that he said to me, well, he said in general is that he thinks a lot. That's why he put all the energy in the making the tambores, and because he learned from native women the knowledge of life, and he knew a lot, and he knew, and he thinks too much, and that's why he was making the tambores, so that, and he showed me that he had one arm bigger than the other one, because he was like taking the wood, and and then when I saw him, I just remember of the good girl with the long hair, that he looked really like her, but in a masculine version. I didn't told, but I said, and then he 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 told me that he knows that I have a lot of energy in my inside of me, that I have to release it, and he has a some work to I do, and he gave me some wood and gave me some instruments so that I could work on it, and then I a girl, a bad girl. It was like Marilyn said, that a fly came and said, "Oh, I did that," and I saw it, and it was the same way, and I thought I don't want to be like her, so I left, and then I came back, and then as Merlin left, I remember that before going inside the house of Thor, there was two two a small yellow flowers, small, and I thought I wanted to give it to um, um, Jackson, and I was trying to take them, but Merlin took his like something he had, like a llave, a click key, and took the tierra, and took the flowers, the two flowers, and then we went to the house. Then when the the fly came and said that she did the same. She did that. I just didn't want to be like her, and I left, and then I came back, and then I left, and then I came back. I think it was the third time that I was going to came back, that I felt like a same feeling when I was meditating, the feeling of silence, and I felt that, and but when I came and entered the house, the instrument, the wood, it wasn't there anymore. So then I went back to the house of Martin, but I saw him, thought I saw him when, oh no, when I came back to Merlin's house, and Merlin was singing, was some, he made a, paint glasses and do forms with it, something like, how do you, I don't remember the name of the, that it's like a painting in glass, vitrales. He was doing that. He was like an artist, and he always, when he was doing that, he was like Jackson. That's why I thought that he was so. The thing is that uh, Jackson, that's the name I have invented to put to that boy I met at I because he said to me once that he was he has learned a lot of religious sleeping in the floor of his house, and and I took a class that I have asked a woman that was be, be, a the ventana window, and I asked her if she could give it to me because it was in the floor in the place I was before saying, and she told she was native from the there, so she told me that she was okay. It's okay if I could take. So that glass, uh, when I saw Merlin, and I took my glass and sit in front and start painting too. And at finally it showed me like some like like a passage, a long passage with like two people, and I saw the painting, and it was like usually I don't have like an idea of what I'm doing. I'm just doing it and trying to give a guide with my feelings, and I I in a way being near Berlin showed me like a message through the painting, and but then I I took a painting, more painting, and put some. I did like that in top of the painting. And when I did that, I saw Marlene, and he was like like if something bad it was going to happen. Like he was like a kid, like and when I saw his reaction, I just took. I just went and took one of my bags and left. I was going down, and I saw Thor, and he was smiling, and 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 he was and I left just with 20 money of Guatemala, and used it to pay the lancha to go to San Pedro in the lake. And then when I go to San Pedro, eh, I I was oh, when I was getting in the cosa del agua water thing, people, women, they were looking at me like really like in a desire way, and I was like, what is happening? And I just didn't. I just want to live, and I was like really like worried. So when I go to San Pedro, um, I saw a man with his um, sombrero, and another sitting in a small uh, uh, and he just said to me, here you're going to find some work, and and then I found a a a friend of that I met, a a good man from Canada, that I remember that he he told me once when we were talking that he was living just in the forest in a house camp because he didn't want to live by the rules of society and everything. Anyway, I put my words, but that was the message, and it was good. I think he was like a really good person. He's good, and I was like, just remember when a person that was in the a bad person that told me I didn't know in that time told me, Merlin has a big ego, and I just thought in my mind, Merlin doesn't have ego, it's you that have ego. And I didn't met Merlin in that time, and since that he continued talking me like in a way show me like he's helping me, but at the same time he was telling me, imagine a prostitute, imagine that she's all the time thinking about the past, and in a way she he was telling me that, and at the same time the prostitute and help and so I just now I just imagine that there is a Maria Magdalena was treated by those supposed leaders of Jewish, that they were going to throw some piedras, and they were saying to her that she was a prostitute, and then Jesus came and said to them, then everyone that is free of sins throw the piedra, and, and that way I think they fell in love. They were soulmates. That's why I, when I came back to Honduras, I just imagine and analyze everything, and I remember that when when uh, when 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 Jesus was crucified, uh, Maria Magdalena was eh, huyendo, and she went to France in a boat, and just realized that Merlin was from France, France, yeah, and he could do mantequilla árabe. So I just understood, and, the light and the knowledge that Marlene had, and all the the heart of kid and the sabiduría of and people have told me. But imagine Jesus has gone like to a lot of time, 2,000 years ago, and I just think, okay, but he is the son of God, and Merlin had he was a descendant, and like Jesus resuscitated in the third day. That's why Merlin didn't was keep on living through all days until the day that now, because that was that in that because it is not that case of so so when I was back in Honduras, the act after the accident, because they 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 um, they they how do you say, on my body, left body was broke down inside my bones, and my head, the, the doctor had to open my head to take out the water that I had, and my hombros were broken, my pelvis, my uh, this oh, this was broke down. I couldn't walk. I couldn't talk. Now my talking is different than before, but I just acostumbro. I now I just don't. I think it's normal now the way that I talk, but in the first days it was like a different change for me to accept that my voice has changed, and my father and mother found me um, uh, uh, by Facebook, because I had a tattoo. I think I just remember I told the story over, and I think so. The thing is that I I want to I I I saw the Canadian guy, and he's really good. And I told him I'm going to be a prostitute. I'm really like a a really like traumatized anyway, and I thought it was over for me, and he was like, I don't, I'm going to stay here today. Do you want to be? Uh, let's go and be with me. And do you, and I told him, could you lend me some money for buy some cigarettes because I was like really anxious. And he told me it's okay, take it. And I went and buy it, and they didn't have natural tobacco. And I bought a cajetilla, and when I started smoking, I felt like all the light that I had, all the good energy that it gave for being in Merlin's house and for being around those good people went down. Um, those cigarros, they have a lot of chemicals, and they are really not so good for yourself. And then I start talking to him about that I'm going to be a prostitute and everything. And then when but he was keeping me, okay, let's go. And then when we were going, I, uh, I saw the man with the hat again, and the other men who were sitting next to us, and the one who told me that I was going to find job here there. So he took his hat and he just remembered me about Jesus, although he didn't have long hair but I think he had long hair but didn't have barba, and his head there was no hair in this part. But he just remembered me about Jesus, and he took his head, and